my name is Richard. Today is the 20th of January 2024 and I'll be going over my prediction this week for Tesla. As usual, we'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I'll summarize my prediction at the end of the video. So, monthly charts we can see, but before we get into the video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis before entering a position in the market. By doing this, you'll ensure that you can avoid unnecessary risks and losses that may come from the predictions that I make. So please ensure that you do your own research before entering a position and do not only rely on this video or any of my channel's videos for that matter to take your position. So monthly charts we can see have been pretty sideways for Tesla, as we've had 3 months here of just spinning top candles, and here we can see that there's just been moving in a range. There hasn't really been any directional movement for Tesla in probably 3 or 4 months. And the volume isn't high at all. It is actually a pretty low volume or medium to low volume. So there's not really anything going on for Tesla. And you can even see this in the RSI, by the way, since it does form kind of an M pattern here. Again, nothing significant from the monthly charts. But if we head to the weekly charts here, we can see some of this stuff in a bit more detail. Now, one interesting thing here is this M pattern. We can see that around the crest or the neck of this M pattern, the market has just touched it and bounced back up. So if Tesla actually does end up breaking this M, we should have a pretty bearish signal from there. But obviously we don't have one yet. But that is just something to know. RSI did actually break its average here, which is a few weeks ago, and has actually continued to go downwards as expected for Tesla. But again, that's just what I've been predicting. Now, this is where, again, on pretty average volume, but so far it looks like Tesla is going to continue to go downwards. But one interesting thing is in the daily charts. Now the RSI actually is in the oversold region. However, with Tesla, if we go back, we can see that it doesn't mind staying in these extreme regions for a while. We can see how long it's been in the overbought region here, how long it stayed in the oversold region here. So that is a pretty common thing for Tesla, but that is something to note, that if these now, so we've just been going on a bearish rally for a long while in the channel too. So if these positions now start to close, we can see a bearish return or a bearish short-term rally in the market, since Tesla has just been going down and down and down. So obviously that is something to note. Here in candlestick wise, we can see that the market on the 18th had gone down quite significantly and opened below the close, but then obviously that was gapped, and now the close of the final day is just above the open or the close of the 18th. So that signifies that the bulls did have a little bit of power towards the end of the week, so we might see some of that towards the start of next week. For this reason, we are going to be a little bit safe, and if we head over to the weekly charts, we can define our support and resistance. So naturally, we are going to keep the high and low, which are perfect in this case, since if the market does continue at the normal trajectory or it's continue its downward trajectory, then we do want to capitalize on more profits by having this support a bit closer to the final closing price, which is at 207.56. Naturally, if the market does go upwards, we want to be a little bit safer. So we are taking the high at 223.49. So if this goes up in that direction, in the upward direction, we do want to have a little bit of margin to ensure that we have a confirmed breakout. So that concludes my video for Tesla. Obviously, thank you for watching. Enjoy, and if there are any relevant changes to this prediction, they will be covered on the channel, but most likely this is going to stand. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you in my next video where we'll go over the prediction for the coming week. So that's all for now, and I'll see you next time.